What's up guys, Max here with a quick breakdown of the news and information that's popped up over the past couple of days for Mortal Kombat X, and especially the Mortal Kombat XL trailer that dropped that you might have seen on the channel. Now, there's a couple of cool things in this trailer that I did want to highlight. When we initially started off, there's quite a few hints at some costumes that will be available later down the line. We see some very clearly for Devora, Aaron Black, and Takeda. And there's some more hints at other things we can see for future characters, especially Triborg and the Cyrax variation. The Net is going to be making a return. Is it going to restand and do all the crazy stuff that it allowed him to do in Mortal Kombat 9? We don't know, but it is very cool to see it returning. And the best part about all of it is a hint of a fatality for the alien, which is the Alien Queen ripping somebody in half a la Bishop style from the Aliens movie. I absolutely freaking loved it. That was the one part of the trailer that actually got a really big reaction out of me, so I didn't record a reaction video for this one because I wasn't anticipating anything big being in it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it was like, okay, well, this is obviously like an ultimate pack for MKX. The pit does look fantastic. Of course, the pit has the classic stage fatality, which it's had in almost every single MK ever, and that's really damn cool. I hope there's more stage stuff down the line. The other big news that came as a result of this is the release date. At the end of the trailer, it does say that MKXL is going to be out on March 1st, but some other, like, small promotional items for Triborg and Leatherface and everyone else that's in Combat Pack 2 has also surfaced saying that those are going to be available on March 1st as well. And naturally, I would assume that Combat Pack 2 characters would be releasing associated with how they came in the first Combat Pack. You get one character as they're done, the next character, the next character, the next character, and you get like a month or two in between. But that appears to not be the case at all, as all these characters within these promotional items are listed release dates as March 1st, where you can play as Triborg, Leatherface, Baraicho, and Alien on March 1st, meaning that Combat Pack 2 is going to come out in a lump sum at one time. It doesn't mention specifically the pit stage, so I'm kind of curious where that's going to drop in here, and I'm kind of curious if this means the end of DLC for MKX, because usually when they do an ultimate pack of some kind, like some all-inclusive Game of the Year edition type of pack that includes all the DLC, that means that that's the finality of DLC for the game, which is kind of interesting. I do hope that there's future characters for the game, and I hope this stuff is successful enough where they can make more characters and bring back more classic fighters that everyone's been asking for and a lot of people do want, because I would love to see it at MKX, because MKX is going to be getting even better very soon, because the netcode for MKX is going to be getting that huge adjustment. All those rumors and things that we were talking about earlier from Ed, it's absolutely confirmed to be true. I have played it. I have an impressions video that's going to be coming up very soon of me actually playing online with the brand new rollback netcode of Mortal Kombat X. It's not perfect, but I'll tell you guys it is a lot better, and I'll go over the specifics a little bit later in a full detailed video. Now, the bad news, of course, there has to be bad news on top of all this pretty much good news that there's a lot of stuff coming for the game that a lot of us really enjoy playing, and it's going to get better online. Well, it's only going to get better for some people, and this is the depressing part, that MKX on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are going to be getting the full experience that everyone knows that it should get, but sadly, the one version that is the most lacking of all of them, and has been always the most lacking, has been the PC version, which it shouldn't be. And the PC version of MKX is also going to be pushed into obscurity even more because it's not going to be getting the netcode upgrade, and it's not going to be receiving Combat Pack 2 and future DLC. I already kinda saw this one coming, and it totally freaking sucks, as I purchased all three versions of MKX to try to find the best one that plays online, and I really haven't played the PC version. It's actually barely worked for me, and I just can't get it to run well without crashing in certain ways. And with this game, it doesn't look like it's going to get any better because there wasn't the additional DLC costumes. There were some classic costumes that came out for PS4 and Xbox. Those aren't coming. They never came to the PC version, and that was a huge sign to me a few months back. Holy crap, I think they're going to drop PC support for this game completely. Like, it's going to be gone. And it looks to be the case, and it totally freaking sucks for anyone that was hoping that the PC version would become on par with the console versions. It looks like it's not happening, and once again, it returns back to the issue that I hope, it's hard to say where it's exactly coming from, but WB Games have a notorious problem where the PC ports of their games have freaking sucked over the past little while. We all know what happened with Batman. We found out a bit more of what happened with that game and how the PC version was pretty much made in a very, very, very small period of time, and it sounds like the exact same thing happened to MKX, and for some reason, even though a ton of people, and I'm hearing like 500,000 people, purchased Mortal Kombat X on PC, they are dropping support for the thing completely and kind of leaving it dead in the dust. I'm assuming that the NetherRealm guys are already moving on to their next game, most likely Injustice 2. We already know that's happening. But at the same time, this kind of comes down to WB Games and how they treat their PC versions, and it has been embarrassing over the past few games that they've put out. I really hope that changes, because that burns a lot of people, including myself, and the best thing about the PC version of MKX is that you can mod it and give your characters, like, you know, cool costumes. We can get somebody that mods certain versions of characters for, you know, that's the best part of PC, is that you get to mod it, and that's some of the most fun I've had with Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PC. And we aren't even going to get that with MKX, because the latest version isn't even going to happen. At least right now. I mean, there's a small chance that it could happen down the line, but we all know the state of Batman and MKX on PC is really, really, really bad right now. And I would hope that at least you guys that are waiting on PC can get something like that in the future. Not everyone can afford modern day freaking consoles, and it does totally suck. Especially with the fact that there's all this other good news and awesome stuff that's happening to this game that I can't freaking wait to play, knowing that people are gonna get left out of that. So if it doesn't get fixed for Mortal Kombat X, which is one of the worst things and is going to cause a lot of bad PR, I really hope that down the line, WB does something about their PC ports of games, because come on guys, that is going to be really rough, especially for two huge flagship titles like Batman and Mortal Kombat, which were a couple of the best-selling games of 2015. No one's going to buy your PC versions of your games anymore, and it's going to be hard to convince somebody to buy it again, so I would recommend, in all honesty, focusing on, if you guys are going to play Mortal Kombat or whatever games in the future that are going to come out from WB, just buy the console version, because at least it's most likely going to work. And with certain games running at higher frame rates, I would play the PC version as well. That was the first thing I did when Batman came out, when I bought it, and I'm like, well, I'm totally just going to get the PC version because it runs at 60. Oh wait, holy crap, it totally doesn't. Anyway, it just gets me fired up talking about this. I'm really happy what's happening to MKX, and I'm really sorry to anybody else that's going through this shit, but there is good news on the horizon, and as soon as we know more with Mortal Kombat X future DLC, I'll be back to report to you guys as soon as possible. And I have that netcode video coming up pretty soon that actually highlights some online play with the new netcode, and I'll be talking into it like in a lot of detail as far as what the hell's going on and hopefully how it can get better. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. Thank you for hanging out. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.